it's Jen here, and today's going to be a little different. I'm going to try and do a sit-down video, which, as you know, I don't do a lot of because it's really hard in my house. There's always somebody coming through. But today I wanted to try and do something and aim this mostly toward parents, but also teens, I guess, who are going through something similar. And that something similar is getting granted a Make-A-Wish trip. But today I'm going to focus on what happens after you've had your initial visit. I've also made a vlog on that with Make-A-Wish and your child's made the wish. What happens when you get your packet in the mail, which is something that just happened to us. We're getting up on his wish dates. Obviously, I'm not going to say the dates for safety reasons, but it's coming in the future. And we got our packet in the mail, so I kind of thought I'd just go through what comes in the packet. I am going to not disclose any dates or any monetary amounts, but I will go through and let you guys know kind of how it goes. And hopefully that'll answer some questions for you if you are nervous and a planner and you've got a child that's ill or in recovery or in remission, and you're just a little worried about what's it like when the wish packet comes, what's it include, that kind of stuff. I can run through that, and I will run through that right now with you guys. So okay, here we go, and I will try my absolute best to make this video short but helpful. So here we go. So the first thing we did is we got a packet in the mail. It was mailed to us and it needed a signature, and the envelope inside the box was addressed to Travis, and as you can see, they decorated it up, celebrating because he asked to go to Disneyland. When we opened the envelope, what came inside, as you can see, is Travis's wish trip from Make-A-Wish to Disneyland, and that's where he picked to go. So you get kind of a folder, as you just saw, and hold on. So the next thing we got was this page here that tells us a little bit about how much luggage we can take, what carry-on is like on a plane, and what kind of photo IDs we're going to need for the ride. We haven't flown since before the Twin Towers crashes in New York, so it's been a while. And so this page I found really useful, and it also covers what medicines you can bring on the plane, if they're pills, if they're liquids, etc. So I found that really helpful. So that is what came next in our packet, and then I will show you. So the next page is our limo page. They are giving us a limo ride to the airport, and then when we come back from the trip, a limo ride back from the airport. On this page, they're telling us what time the limo's picking us up, on what day, a phone number to call in case we have any difficulties with the limo or something happens. A reminder to take a picture with the wish child in front of the limo, you know, for special pictures. And yeah, so they are arranging, which I think is really awesome, a limo ride so that we can just get to the airport and not have to worry about driving or parking or anything like that. They really, really do take care of you. So if you're worried about transportation, at least our chapter does that, and I think that's pretty standard that most chapters arrange some sort of transportation so you don't have that stress on you. So let's see what the next page is about emergency numbers. They provided us with the emergency number for our Make-A-Wish chapter where we live, and they also provided the emergency number for the Make-A-Wish chapter down south where we're traveling. I say down south meaning Southern California because we live in Northern California. So they gave us 2 phone numbers to call so that if there is any problem, say Travis gets sick or maybe we miss a flight or something goes wrong with the rental car, whatever, it's in there. So that would be our next page in our Make-A-Wish folder. The next page they gave us gives us the flight information, which obviously I'm not gonna show. And it also gives rental car information. So we are flying down, and then, sorry, I'm letting my dog in. All right, Dante. And then when we get there, they have a rental car that they have paid for, and they have arranged for the car seats for the car, so I don't have to worry about packing Brighton's car seat or Aurora's booster seat. They've arranged for that. Peace of mind of like, just, it has obviously the numbers so you know the confirmation number, whose name it's under, etc. The next page in our booklet is the hotel. Again, We are staying at the Paradise Pier Hotel, which is one of the Disney hotels on property, and it's, I think, really close to the California Adventure, like Sunwheel area. So we will be staying for all our 5 nights there, and we are, yeah, and that's pretty much what this page says. It just has hotel information, the address, how many nights, what name the confirmation's under, some pictures of it, and then it has information like that they have paid for the phone taxes, but any room service, movies, etc., obviously we are covering. The next page after that is the Disney theme park information, and we were given, for his trip, we're flying down, and we were given 2 days in Disneyland California Adventure, and for us it's going to be a Monday and a Tuesday. They tell you what days, so and I asked if they're flexible on that, and she said no, you have to stick with the days. So Monday and Tuesday will be in the Disney parks, and it says we're going to have the tickets waiting for us at the hotel check-in, and we'll also have a Genie pass, which apparently is a pass that Travis wears that allows him to go through the handicap or special access line, and being a Genie pass, or the fast pass line, I guess, any of those, whichever the ride happens to have, and he'll get to go to the front of that line. So he's got a Genie pass that he'll wear both days there, and then it's just got a beautiful picture of the castle, you know, to kind of excite him. I can't show you the page because it's got the dates on it, but let me see if I can cover up the dates just so you can kind of see. There we go. Okay, hold on. I was just talking to you guys about that it's a pass that he will have that will allow him to go to the front of the line of any attraction, and if possible you get a comfortable waiting area, and yeah, so that's basically what it looks like. It's a Genie. Right, yeah, so we are going to Disneyland on days 1 and 2, California Adventure, back and forth. And then the next page tells us about the Wishes pass. Not the Genie, the Disney Wish Lounge. Apparently, in Disneyland, they have on Main Street a special building located between the First Aid and the Baby Care Center that's for Make-A-Wish students, for Make-A-Wish children. And you can go in there from 12 to 4 and take a rest and watch a movie and sit down in some air conditioning and just take a break. This could be a big deal because after his brain surgery, before his brain surgeries, Travis was fine in the heat. He had no problems with the heat, which most of my kids are pretty good, but we've got a couple that are like me that get heat sick very easily. Travis wasn't one of those, but after his brain surgery, something changed and he just does not deal well with heat. So I think having the Wish Lounge gives me a real peaceful feeling, because I know we have the hoppers, so we can leave California Adventure and go over there and sit down and just relax if we need to, or if we're in Disneyland, we can go and just take even a half-hour break just to cool off and just take a little rest with him. So and it's a little chance for him to take a break. So I didn't know about that Wish Lounge, but I'm really excited, and I plan to hopefully get to use that, and I'll let you guys know when I post the videos about that. But that's, as you can see, they really try and let you know a little bit of everything and make you feel comfortable about your trip. All right, so moving on, the next page we have is for Knott's Berry Farm. That will be our 3rd day on our trip. The first day is the travel day down, Sunday. Monday and Tuesday would be Disneyland and California Adventure, and then Wednesday is Knott's Berry Farm. On this page, they just give us the basic information about Knott's Berry, that the tickets are going to be at the, what do they call that? The tickets are going to be at the guest relations booth, and you'll need a photo ID to pick it up. And yeah, so we're just going to go to Knott's Berry for that day, and then they give you, believe it or not, driving's directions from the hotel to Knott's Berry, so and it's already printed out for you, so you know exactly. Try and take everything into account. Basically, you're going to want to take this as a carry-on item with you, because it has the flight numbers and everything else, and emergency contact numbers, and everything in one neat binder. All right, so that night we're going to be eating. They had asked us if Travis might want to do a special meal, and we said, yeah, I'm sure that would be kind of fun.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Brighton, I'm telling the YouTube about our trip, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are going to be eating at Medieval Times, which is like a Knights of the Round Table kind of meal. And we're doing that after Knott's Berry because apparently it's just across the street. So we're going to be going into there, and we have, yeah, we're going to have, they're covering the meal. So they'll be ready to go. The way it worked for us is they have the first Travis's mom's and dad's ticket already there ready for us, and then when we check in we go to the ticket window and give them the reservation number, and then Make-A-Wish has provided money for us in our food budget to go ahead and get the other tickets to see the Medieval Times. So we'll be doing that after Knott's Berry Farm. Our show is, what does it say, at 7, so our dinner will be at 7, so we arrive about an hour before. They said around. It just says Universal Studios Hollywood like this, and tells you to go to the relations booth. Universal Studios is the same as Disney, where they just will have your tickets. So for Disney, the tickets will be when we check in the hotel. Universal Studios, we go to a special relations booth, and we have to bring a printed out letter that we're going to be printing out. Otherwise, they won't give us the tickets. Oh my gosh, Brighton's gonna be loud. Studios has the right amount of tickets set aside, but a little bit different than Disney and Knott's Berry. There's a very important page that you need to bring with you. Please keep in mind you will not be allowed into the theme park without the confirmation page from USH. So we need to print that out before we go on our trip. So that's just something that she said is very specific. And then the last day there, obviously, is our checkout day, and that's the Friday. And I think our flight is in time, which is really nice, and checkout and packing time and just some relaxed time. And then what we've got in the package, a little bit about downtown Disney. So I'll show you a little bit more free time, like going to downtown Disney or the outlets. They've got some information on that in case you want to go bowling or see a movie or eat out, which I really appreciate. The next page I can't show you again because it's telling us about our limo when we get back to the airport. And then the page after that is the funds page. And I told you ahead of time I'm not going to disclose amounts because from what I understand it varies chapter to chapter how much they're able to contribute, but I can give you the categories so you kind of have an idea. We've got a category for travel day meals, which is a little less than the regular destination meal days, and that makes sense because the day back we probably would eat dinner late at home, and the day going down we'd probably eat breakfast at home, so that makes sense. Then there's a destination meal amount, there's a souvenir amount for Travis, there's gas for the rental car amount, and then there was amounts for the special dinner and for Knott's Berry Farm to get the additional tickets since they don't give the full amount of tickets, unlike Universal and Disneyland, and all of that's included in the funds. So I'm not going to tell you how much the funds are, but they do spell it clearly out for you. And then underneath that they list again the hours for the Make-A-Wish, and then the Make-A-Wish emergency number that you can call. They also list the limo company, the airline company of the airline we're flying on, and our doctor's phone number, just so we have it easy with us. Of course, we have our doctor's phone number, as I'm sure all of you do, in your cell phone. And then the last page, almost the last page, let me show you. Travis, your wish has been granted. We hope it was everything you dreamed it would be and more, and that you and your family have lots of fun memories.